how to solve quadratic equations, and more. Just an overlook of what this video will be looking at. First, we'll be looking at the FOIL method, then moving on to expanding brackets. Third, we will look at factorising quadratic expressions. And fourth, we will look at solving quadratic equations using the formula and factorising. But first, FOIL. So with FOIL, FOIL stands for first, outer, inner, and last. This is the order of which we will be multiplying in with our equation, with our expression below. So here we have ax plus 4, and in the second bracket we have 2x plus 5. We're going to use FOIL for this, so that's our front one, our outer one, our inner, and our last. This just ensures that we multiply everything we need to in an orderly fashion. So ax plus 2x, because there's two x's, it'll give us x squared, 16x squared. Ax times 5 will give us 40x. 4 times 2x is going to give us 8x. And lastly, 4 times 5 will equal 20. Now that we have our answers from this, we can gather them, and we'll also gather our like terms, which is 40x plus 8x. We'll just add these two together, and that will equal 48x. There we have it. Our answer will be 16x squared plus 48x plus 20. This is how to use the FOIL method. Next we have expanding brackets. Simply here, we are just going to multiply our number in front of the bracket with the binomials inside the brackets. So 11 times p will give us 11p, 11 times 3, 33, 10 times p, 10p, 10 times negative 2, negative 20. We then add our like factors again, 11p plus 10p, 21p, and here, and 33 take 20, and there is our answer. Next is factorising quadratic expressions. So, with our expression here, we have x squared plus 9x plus 20. Simply here, our x squared will divide into the two x brackets, and we need to find a number that multiplies to give us 20 and adds together to give us 9. So here we'd find the factors of these two numbers, and we have 4 and 5. So 4 times 5 is 20, and 4 plus 5 is 9. We can then add these numbers into the brackets. Next, we have solving quadratic equations using factorising and the formula. Let's start with the morning method. With the morning method, two numbers in the brackets must add together to make the coefficient of x. The two numbers must multiply to give the constant term. So we can see that with x squared plus 6x plus 8, we must find something that adds to give 6 and multiplies to give 8. This is called the morning method because of the a from add and the m from multiply. Right now you can see that we've listed the factors of 8 in our, and we are currently trying to find which ones will add up to 6. 1 plus 8 is equal to 9, and that will not work. 2 plus 4, however, adds to 6. So we know that 2 and 4 must be our two numbers. And as we can see, these have been put in the brackets. This is how to solve quadratic equations using the morning method. Now for the quadratic formula. The quadratic equation is x equals negative b plus minus the square root of b squared take 4ac over 2. The quadratic equation is used to find the value of x in the quadratic equation form. A quadratic equation is of the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. As you can see, we've written our a, b and c into our equation. And now we will substitute our our expression into the quadratic formula. Next, we will start breaking down this formula and start solving some of the things that we have in it, like our 9 squared. That will leave us with 81, and then we find 4 times 18, which is 72, and we do 81 take 72, which is going to leave us with 9. Now we split the equation and we work on that plus minus just before the square root equation. And that will leave us with our 2 equations. Once we put that into our calculator, we will have our answers. Answer 1 will be -6, and answer 2 will be -3. It's called the zero product property, aka the null factor law. If we have a times b equals 0, then what do we know about the values of a and b? Either a will equal 0 or b will equal 0. This idea is called zero product property. So if we have a look at the equation below, we'll see that x will equal 0 or the answer from our equation on the side, which is going to be x equals 8. It's so easy. Even my cat Latte can do it.